Zohreh John, how are you? Good to see you. My name is Vahid Chitsaz, part of the Elite Mastermind group. Go ahead and share about Think and Grow Rich. How did you get it started, and what's been your experience so far?
Good morning, Vahid. We are in the same time zone, so I can tell good morning.
Yes, we are in the same time zone. You're in California, I'm in California too. So share with us Think and Grow Rich.
Vahid, I was introduced to Think and Grow Rich when I first started my real estate career in 1986 in Toronto, Canada.
I was 5 years old.
Yeah. But let me tell you this. When I got, I had a mandatory course to do for one day to get my office license to start working. So on that day, Bob Proctor was teaching the course.
Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one.
Absolutely. But let me tell you this. It was so annoying to me. I didn't understand anything. I slept throughout the day.
Wow.
I just got the certificate at the end of the day. And then a few years later, when my son was graduating from high school, I was thinking of giving him a gift. I was thinking about a car, about gift certificate, money, and then I received a flyer in my mail. Bob Proctor has a seminar, Born Rich.
That's a good one.
I got him a ticket to go to Bob Proctor, Born Rich, and then I thought, why don't we all go? So me, myself, my husband, and two other boys, we went to Bob Proctor in Toronto, Born Rich seminar. And there, Bob Proctor said, he never leaves home without Think and Grow Rich. He's been carrying the book for 25 years. I'm talking 1989.
Right.
Yeah, I think 89. So, and then he gave me a sign a copy and gave it to me. And I still didn't start reading it. Till 1991, that we were in a really bad recession. I had no business, no purchaser, no listing, nothing. Then I started reading the book. And then I applied the principle. I made a vision board. I carried a keychain laminated on 11 by 8 paper, what I want, and I followed the formula of Think and Grow Rich. And that year was my best year income.
Nice.
Whatever I put on the vision board, I had it, I got it. And then I moved from Toronto to Atlanta, Georgia, and I started having a book club reading. A bunch of young boys and girls came to my home and we read Think and Grow Rich. And these boys and girls, they were all like in a hard road about getting their degree or going to school or finishing their degrees, what to do. And they all came successful. Pharmacist, computer engineer, my own son who had dropped out from high school, started going back to school, Georgia Tech, you know, and all these results. So for many years, we read Think and Grow Rich once a week, get together. We did all the homeworks. And then one of the members, in fact, my son, said, you know, he has another book, Law of Success. Why don't we start reading that? So for many years, we read Law of Success. Great result. And then I moved to Dubai. And in Dubai, I created a instead. And then every time I visited Toronto, I created another book club. The book club's still running, even I'm not in Toronto. And now I'm in California for the past year and a half. And I was looking for a mastermind group who knows Law of Success and Think and Grow Rich. And I found you. I'm so
That's
happy.
a nice one. We're so excited to have you also too. We do read it often, but we don't open it up to everybody because I believe when you're reading Think and Grow Rich, it's very intense, and those individuals need to be lined up and aligned with what it is that they want from universe. So I have trained my own agents and individuals that work in our company on Think and Grow Rich, but I never open that up to anybody from outside because it gets a little bit complicated. And the time commitment is very, very important. You can't promise and don't deliver. So most of the times I do it internally. But We will be doing a book club very, very soon. It will not be on Think and Grow Rich, because I think if you have not read Think and Grow Rich on your own, that just shows us that you're not committed. Law of Success is much, much more thicker book, heavier book, and that definitely needs to have, you need to do it in a group setting. So we'll definitely do that, and we'll send you the invitation, and we'll see if we can have you join on. But let me ask you a question. When you read Think and Grow Rich, what were the two things that popped out to you immediately that you said that this was amazing? What were the two things immediately that you started utilizing?
One of the things that popped out immediately that I thought I have it and I'm practicing it, but I realized no, it was faith.
Right.
Faith, applied faith, was something that popped out, and I started looking at faith in a different way.
Right, right.
And it worked for me.
And that's fortunate. I've been talking about it on this channel, where a lot of individuals, they confuse faith with their religion. And sometimes they intertwine. It's cool, but the faith that Napoleon Hill was talking about and your religion is two different things. Sometimes prayers could come in a form of religious background and views. That's totally fine. But the applied faith that we're talking about, Napoleon Hill, was a little bit more different than what we're accustomed to in the past. Now,
Absolutely.
so let me say,
even the way of my prayer changed.
okay, that's
Through
nice.
reading the book,
So
that book.
definitely you have applied there. So let me ask you a question. What's the hardest thing now that you do real estate? Are you doing real estate in California? Is that what's going on?
I am doing real estate in California too. Yes, I'm
So
with Rodeo Realty.
very nice, very nice. So my question is, in real estate, why do people need to rethink and grow rich? Why does this help agents?
Well, this is how it worked for me. I realized Think and Grow Rich is more a philosophy of self-management than anything else. And you are able to self-manage yourself, like control your enthusiasm, create a mastermind. All the principle is habits that you are building up through this course. Then no matter what business you are in, you are successful.
I agree
That's
with
how I
that
look at it.
100%. I agree with
So
that
it's a
100%.
course in self-management, I can say.
Definitely. Self-management is a big deal. Emotionally, physically, mentally, all of these different disciplines need to be there. But one of the key important ones, I think, for a lot of people is emotional discipline. Because if you're self-employed and you work for yourself, you're going to go through that roller coaster when economy goes up and economy comes down, when the market is good, when the market is not as good, whatever the case might be. If you don't have your emotional discipline, definitely does that. Now, let me ask you a question about affirmation. What made you write your affirmation down and carry it with yourself every single day?
What makes me doing that?
What made you do that? Why did you decide to do
My
that?
positive attitude. That's the thing I learned from this course, PMA, positive mental attitude. So it's up to me to create a guard and have a guard. Not anybody with mental attitude come and destroy me. So my positive mental attitude and my gratitude actually makes me write my affirmation.
I agree with that 100%. So this is what we're going to do. Zohreh Jan, we're going to have you be part. Now I'm scared to introduce you to the individuals over there. They're going to probably kick me out of the group. They're going to say Zohreh has more experience than you. So now you're going to be my competition over here. So
Vahid, I give you a thumbs up. And I really appreciate what you do, because I know it's not easy to create such a thing and be so committed. So when I saw you on Instagram, I was like, finally somebody is doing it. And he's Iranian. I'm proud of it.
Thank you. And then what happens is we get a lot of people that don't like it. So I get a lot of DMs. It's a mix. But you know what? We're going to do what we're going to do, because I promise, I made a commitment to my wife and I made a commitment to my baby. My baby is going to grow up with Think and Grow Rich. She's only like 50 days, not even 2 months old. But I made a promise. I said, if she looks back in my past And she goes, my daddy, did he live by the principles? Did he do it every day? So we made a commitment that we got lives. But Zohreh Jan, just so you know, I am scheduled to do over 300 interviews as of right now for 2019, and it's piling up more. So I'm dividing myself up every 30 minutes because, let me tell you why. Because everybody's experience has been different, and everybody can put in what has worked for them, so this whole entire community could use it. Meaning, you know, your affirmation. A lot of times people don't carry it with themselves. They just put it in a folder, they put it, you know, on their mattress, they put it on their pillow, they read it once in the morning, once at nighttime, and that's it. They don't carry it. So a lot of people have got good results by carrying it. So I want to deliver that message to everybody that, hey, write down your affirmation and carry it with yourself. So a lot of these little small tips that we may not be able to read in the book, because if all of it was going to be written in the book, it will be like a couple of thousand pages, and then nobody will be reading it. So I'm very, very excited that you got introduced to our channel, and we're definitely going to be in contact, and we're going to do more videos for sure.
Vahid, I have the original book signed by the author.
Wow. So don't show me that, because I might steal it from you.
Yeah,
I'm telling you up front. If I steal that, I'm going to steal it.
I love it. Someone gave it to me as a gift, because at that time I was doing training with the sales staff with my husband's business. And I was so passionate about Napoleon Hill works, and I talked about him so much for Christmas about 10 years ago. They brought me an original book signed by the author. That was exciting.
That's crazy. Not that many people have Napoleon Hill signature, so make sure you guard that. Is it the Thinking Gourish 1937?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's got the brown cover.
Yes, it's kind of burgundy cover.
Yeah, burgundy cover. Yeah, that's the one. So I'm going to be looking for it in your house. If you see it missing, you know I took it to my office. I'm just letting you know what's going on. Zohreh Jan, thank you so much for being with us. We'll be in contact for sure.
Thank you so much, Vahid.
Thank you.
To join the group.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll send you the information so you could participate, especially now that you're local also too.
Happy holidays.
Same to you too. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, goodbye.